Hello and welcome back to A Girl in a Panda Suit. Today is an exciting day because today we are finally going to talk about Discovery. I'm very excited. I finally watched the first episode. I've only watched the first episode. I liked it. It's a long time coming. I know that there's a lot of people waiting for me to finally watch it, and I've only watched the first episode, so that's what we're going to talk about today. I did want to mention they brought back the clear Pepsi, and I've never had it before, and I bought it today, so I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'll do that right now. Mm, just smells like Pepsi. Huh, that's cool. I feel like it just tastes like Pepsi, but it almost doesn't seem as like sugary or something. Like it's quite nice actually. Oops. I don't know where to begin. I guess I should just begin with the Klingon issue that everyone was so like up in arms about when it came out. What does it matter? The Klingons already looked different in the original series. They already explained that with like the eugenics stuff. So, like, I feel like for any of the species, like, that's the one that kind of already doesn't really matter because we've literally already gone through this before. So, and you know what? There was some that looked pretty similar to like what they used to look like. Yeah, so like I'm not too worried about the Klingon thing. I think I'll get used to it really fast. Also, this is set like pre Next Generation anyway, like technically in the timeline. So, I mean, it kind of would fit into the whole eugenics thing if they wanted it to. The only thing now is, do they have Klingons in Enterprise? I watched Enterprise recently and I feel like I should remember this, and if they do, that might be a problem. But I guess not. I don't know. I'm not really too worried about it. It doesn't bother me. Some of them did look like, I mean, like the ridges on the forehead were like pretty similar. Obviously, like they weren't dressing the same, and like they didn't have the long kind of dirty looking hair or whatever. All in all, I'm not too worried. I was like a little shot, like it was pretty, I actually like was liked the beginning. It like started with this like intense Klingon moment, which was really interesting. It's interesting to see what it was like before the Empire, um, and everything. So it's kind of neat actually, because they all came together to kill humans or something like that. So I'm I'm interested. I'm interested. I found myself really intrigued the whole time. I found myself compelled to want to watch more, which is always a good sign. I didn't feel like it was too action packed. Like I was kind of worried it was just going to be like a lot of action, like just kind of more modern and more action, which I'm honestly not that into action. Like action comes with certain genres in some ways, which is fine and I appreciate it in those things, but I just action's just not my thing. Anyway, I just expected it to be like more action packed and less like story driven, but I was actually like kind of pleasantly surprised by it in that respect. So I'm looking forward to how it continues. Like, I mean, I hope it continues that way. Obviously, the episode ends like on the verge of a battle, so I guess maybe next episode's going to be action packed. We'll see. Yeah, it was intriguing. I just liked how like different and new it was. Like I think that's what I like about all of the series is that they're all different, and in each one you do get new species, you have like new mysteries and stuff, and it's just, I'm looking forward to it. This is really nice. It's just like brand new Star Trek that I've never seen before, which how could I not like it? Like obviously I'm gonna like it. How could I not like it? I don't know. I'm looking forward to the new things. Like I know that like they might have to say some crazy stuff to explain some of these things, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm along for the ride, you know? One of the things I liked about it was that there was a strong female lead. You meet the captain and Michael, and they save a species from dying, so that's cool. And just Michael's character is good. I'm glad that there's like a strong female protagonist. It doesn't happen that often in Star Trek, so it's just nice to see. Anyway, hoping that she ends up being a cool character. I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. The episode kind of ended on that cliffhanger, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying that aspect of it. I also like the Klingon species. Like you're learning more about the Klingon species, which is pretty cool. We're seeing like their past, which is really interesting, something that we haven't seen before. This is like pre-Empire, which is cool. I'm curious to know what the coffins around their spaceship actually do. So, like, I guess I'm enjoying it. It's kind of weird. Like, there's a bunch of new species. I think that guy's name is, what's his name? Like, Saru or something? Saru? I can't remember. Anyway, he's interesting. I don't know what his species is. I don't think it tells you in the first episode. I haven't looked it up. I know I could just Google it, but I haven't done it. He's weird. He's interesting. I wasn't sure like whether I liked him at first, but then as soon as he said that line, what was it? It was like that his species could sense the coming of death or something, and that he was sensing it. That was intense. Yeah, so his character is cool. I'm looking forward to like learning more about that species. Um, yeah, and there was like other species too. Wasn't there like there's like I don't know if it was a species or if it was just a robot, but there was like this little robot on the bridge. I don't even know if they address it at all in the first episode, but I don't know what that is. So I'm looking forward to that. Could be technology, which is like another thing I wanted to talk about because one of the things that I noticed that they do, which is I guess the thing that I don't really like, I know that they have to come up with new ideas, like they can't just keep using the same thing over and over and over again. So I get that, but at the same time, I just don't really like how they're introducing new technology, but it doesn't make sense because they've never seen it before, but this is set in the past, so they have to like make excuses as to why it doesn't exist in the other series. So I feel like that's kind of weird. Like it kind of messes with the timeline, and I just don't like that. I feel like there's like kind of no way around it as well because what are they? They can't just keep using the same thing over and over. Like they have to evolve past like phasers, and I mean I don't know what they have here, but like I was surprised by that helmet. Had all like they could see stuff on the like I feel like they didn't have that. Did they? Like I feel like they didn't have that. The helmet seemed like really high tech. The thruster packs, like it just didn't it seemed really high tech. That is something that someone told me as well, is that they like have all these things that you've never seen before in Star Trek, and then they just like make excuses as to why they don't exist in the other series. I don't know. That kind of like I feel like that kind of ruins the whole thing. But again, what are you gonna do? Something I feel like we need to address is the theme song. I feel like the theme song is really important for Star Trek. Like, I, for the majority of the part, like all the theme songs. I'm more particular to like a space theme song. I love space music. It's just like the best. I love whistling it. I don't know. Just, I love it. So I really like Next Gen and stuff. Deep Space Nine, I think Voyager. And then Enterprise really messed it up. Enterprise just messed it up so badly. I was really hoping that this would be just like space music or whatever. And it's not space music. I definitely wouldn't say it's space music. It's not nearly as bad as Enterprise. That was just bad. It was like wannabe Firefly theme song. That one was bad, but this one I would categorize it as something like a symphony style adventure music. Like adventure music. Like it wasn't space music, it was adventure music. That's what I feel like it is. And I don't know if I maybe it's gonna suit the series, I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. I feel like even Enterprise's theme song grew on me. Like I definitely know the words, unfortunately. Not super impressed. I know that they could change it like in a future season. Maybe season two is different. Who knows? They kind of did that in Enterprise. And also Enterprise, there was like this alternate universe where they like changed the theme song and it was really intense. That was cool. I remember that. That was really neat. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen with this theme song. Not my favorite, but not the worst that's out there so far. Anyway, the other thing which I really enjoyed, see, I was really intrigued by this entire episode. Like, I really enjoyed the episode because I was intrigued. It kept me like compelled wanting to watch it. I definitely wasn't disappointed. The Klingon moments were intense. You get to learn more about their culture, like their past culture that you don't really know about. There's like new species that are pretty interesting and neat. Michael's badass. The captain, I'm not sure how I feel about her, and I'm not sure how long she's even going to be in the series. Like I don't know what this is about, but she's kind of like, she's cool, but she's like, I don't know, not my favorite. One thing that's really intriguing that I'm really looking forward to is Sarek's character. I was kind of surprised to see him. I feel like my friend also told me that there was Vulcans in this one, but I didn't realize it was going to be Sarek, who's like obviously it's not the same actor, but Spock's father, so that's pretty cool. And he's in like quite a few. I feel like he's in some other series as well, like not just yeah. So Sarek's character, that's really intriguing. I'm quite looking forward to like the more Vulcan side of things. I feel like sometimes they don't really go into like the histories of cultures as much. I'm just really excited to see where they're going with Sarek's character. I'm glad that they brought back someone who like already is in a series as a character anyway, or is already in the Star Trek world or universe. I always enjoy that. I love that. I know that it's like set really far in the past, so they can't really bring back some people. Another thing I didn't really like about it though was that again with the technology, like I don't really understand why they have all this technology so quickly. Like I feel like they were just in Enterprise. Like Enterprise is only set like 100 years or something like that before Discovery is supposed to be set, and I don't understand why they have all this technology so quickly. Like I know technology is like exponential, but in its progress or whatever, but I just don't get why they have all this stuff so quickly when just 100 years ago they only got warp drive. Like it just seems really, really intense and like didn't have any relations with like any species, and then all of a sudden in Discovery there's like all these weird species on the spaceship, like all this weird technology you've never seen before. So it's kind of weird, like I feel like that's the thing that they probably are gonna get wrong, and like that's the thing that I'm probably not gonna like about it as a Star Trek fan. Also, they could have just like riffed off of Enterprise a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes as the series goes on. Like I said, I've only seen episode 1 so far. This is like literally my first impression of the entire series. Another thing I just wanted to give a notable mention to was there was this one scene. I think it was like in the very beginning, in that scene with the captain and Michael going to save the people in the desert. There was this scene when one of the moons, was just right behind them. And it reminded me of a scene, like a hand-drawn scene from the original series. I swear to God, there's this episode in the original series. It's like one of my favorite episodes in terms of aesthetics. And they go to some planet, and there's just this backdrop. Like I know they're just standing in front of like a backdrop, and it's like a hand-drawn image. It's just like this beautiful moon, and then this scene like totally looked like that, but it wasn't hand drawn. It was probably just CG or something. But it totally looked like that. It was really cool, and I just wanted to give it a notable mention. So I don't really know what else to say. I mean, like I really enjoyed the episode. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm gonna watch it tonight, so hopefully, I guess we'll talk about it next time you see me. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy that I enjoy it because I didn't want to not like it. And I actually think that maybe one of the reasons why I do enjoy it is because it is new Star Trek. I am looking forward to having new content to watch, something I've never seen before. I hope you also enjoyed Discovery. I hope you didn't have a negative view of it like some people did. I really enjoyed it, and I think we should, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but maybe take it with a grain of salt because it is new Star Trek and we should be lucky to have it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed Discovery for the first time as much as I did. Give this episode a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you want to, and subscribe down here somewhere. And I guess just live long and prosper or something.